Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everyone. As I've mentioned in my previous video, I have to upload 2 or 3 more problems about the rate problems in algebra. But when I examine it thoroughly, there are a lot of variations. So that's why I would like to provide you more problems in this topic. So we have here number 7 problem. If it takes Judel 3 hours to drive Q miles, how many hours will it take her to drive R miles at the same rate? So to solve this problem, the same way as we solved in the other problems, we have to draw a table, or we have to construct a table where we can put the needed information that can help us figure out on how to solve this problem. Okay, so again, we'll just use the 3x4 table. So it means 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so this is our rows. There are 3 rows. Then let's divide this into 4 columns. And then let's write down the important information like distance, rate, and time. Then let's write down also the person or the people mentioned in this problem. So there is only one person mentioned. So we have Judel. Okay, and there are 2 scenarios here. So we'll use the same name in our third rows or third row. So the first condition here is if it takes Judel 3 hours to drive Q miles. So we're given here the time, which is 3 hours. To drive Q miles, so distance also given, but it's not a number. It's a letter Q. So Q miles. Or you can use MI. Then the question is, how many hours? So we need to solve for time. So how many hours? So this is the second condition. So we don't know the time. So we need to solve this. It says that how many hours will it take her, meaning Judel, to drive R miles? So R miles. So again, it's not a number. At the same rate. Okay, at the same rate. It means that if Judel drives Q miles in 3 hours at a certain rate, which we don't know, so we can let that be R. Then in the second condition, it says that how many hours will it take her to drive R miles at the same rate. So it means in this condition, driving R miles at the same rate. Okay, same rate. So what's the time? Okay, so this is our solution. So we have the scene here, the scenario. So we can say scenario 1. So again, we can use the formula of distance. Distance traveled is equal to rate times time. Okay? Then since we need to solve for R, the distance is given, but in terms of Q, then we have the time, so we can solve for the R or the rate. And I can rewrite this as rate times time equal to D. And then since we want to solve for the rate or R, so we divide both sides by T. Okay, R times T divided by T because we want to solve for R. So D divided by T. Okay, so numerator we have T, denominator we have T, so D cancels out. So leaving R on the left side. So R equal to D over T. But we're given the values for D. Our D is Q miles. And then our T is given as 3 hours. So Q over 3. So this is our rate, R. So the unit here is in terms of miles because Q is in miles. Then we have R. So we can call this as mph, miles per hour. Okay, and then we can call this equation as our equation 1. Then scenario 2. So again, we can use this formula, distance equals rate times time. Then since in this second scenario, we need to solve for T, so let's rewrite this formula first. R times T equal to D. So we need to solve for T on the condition that the same rate, whatever is the rate here, same rate, then we need to solve for T. Okay, so to solve for T, let's divide both sides by R. So divide this by R. So D divided by R. So we have R cancels out. Numerator cancels out with the denominator. There are. Okay, so only T left on the left side. So T is equal to D divided by R. Alright, so the distance here is given as R miles. In this scenario, our distance is R miles. So substituting, so D is equal to, our D is R miles, R divided by R. So let's call this equation as equation 2. Then if you're going to substitute, substitute equation 1 in equation 2. Okay, so our equation 2 is T equal to small r divided by big R. But our big R is equal to, in the equation 1 is Q over 3. So this is Q over 3. Okay, so this is division of fraction. So I will rewrite it here. So T is equal to R all over Q divided by 3. So from arithmetic, when you are dividing fractions, so we can write this as, this is our numerator, this is our denominator. So our numerator R can be written as R divided by 1. Then invert the divisor. Then proceed to multiplication. So 3 over Q. Alright, so T is equal to, so the rule in multiplication fractions, we have to multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. So R times 3 is equal to 3R. Then 1 times Q is equal to Q. So this is our answer. Okay, so let's answer this question. How many hours will it take her to drive R miles at the same rate? So therefore it will take Judel 3R over Q hours to drive are miles at the same rate. So this is our final answer. Okay, so I hope you were able to follow the discussion. If you have any question, you may leave your questions, or if you have any comments, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much.